Hello and welcome back to another Marvel Champions live stream. It feels like forever since we've been able to play Marvel Champions on this stream. We've been away on just like work trips for a while, and so I'm really excited to get this back to the table. We are finishing up the Sinister Motives campaign tonight. Well, we're going to try to at least. Venom Goblin does look a little intimidating. But we are playing Venom Goblin with our Jessica Drew S.H.I.E.L.D deck. It's a Leadership Justice combo S.H.I.E.L.D deck. And so we're trying to get through Venom Goblin. And what I predict happens is that we lose horribly to Venom Goblin. We do a little bit of a rebuild in our deck, and we come back and try and win again. That's kind of how I think that tonight is going to go. But who knows? I've been wrong before. We may be able to get it, but really the issue with Venom Goblin is this Venom Glider card. Let's see if I can find it. It's somewhere in here. It's an attachment from the Goblin Gear set, and oh, it was right there on the top. So you attach it to the villain, and then after the villain activates against you, it activates against you once, or again once per phase. Oh, we're not focusing. Oh, there we go. The villain then activates again against you, and the way to get rid of this is to discard any number of attack cards from your hand with a combined resource value of 3 or more. And so this is difficult, especially for this S.H.I.E.L.D deck, because I only have 2 attack cards, which are my 2 Venom Blast. And so I actually may have 3 copies of those, but regardless, it is a very large deck, and it's going to be hard to get this in there, or be able to activate this hero action. So every single round, we're basically going to be doubling our activations against us. Once that does come out, there is a treachery that pulls it out, so there is a pretty good chance that we do encounter this tonight. Sorry, I got to turn on all my fans so we don't go black. But so that is what we're doing. There has been no modifications to the deck, but we may get to do a little bit of deck building. The Venom Goblin scenario is kind of interesting, right? So it's a scenario that has 3 different main schemes, and we'll read about what they do here in a second. But basically, you're flipping through these main schemes, and then you really don't want to let them thread out. Hey, Maddie. Ah, yes, the finale. Yes, the showdown. So the setup here, so Skies over New York. Again, I don't know. There's some setting probably, but I'm never going to figure out. Let's see. Hey. Oh, that worked. Okay, cool. Dang it. Oh, last time last time I played, we were playing 2-player. So that's why the chat looks so weird. The finale, yes. Okay, so Skies Over New York says that we put Lower Manhattan, Midtown Manhattan, Upper Manhattan main schemes into play. Oh wait, I should have said last time on Marvel Champions. Yes, exactly. Last time on Marvel Champions. Then you place the glider counter on Midtown Manhattan, which we're using this first player token. Last time on Sinister Motives, yeah, exactly. Hopefully, I didn't realize how bad it was going to be to leave out so many villains from the Sinister 6 mod or encounter set, and we've got some nasty minions in that deck. Flip this card over and set it aside. So this says player cards that affect the main scheme can be applied to any scheme. Encounter cards that affect main scheme are the ones with the glider. And then each main scheme accumulates threat each round. And then the acceleration tokens here only go with the main scheme, so we're going to put that there just to remind ourselves. Yeah. Okay, so Upper Manhattan says discard 1 card. It's a special ability. It says discard 1 card from your hand. If it's a symbiote, If a symbiote environment is in play, discard the top 4 cards of your deck. And then these become symbiote abilities. So we don't want that to happen. The special on Midtown Manhattan is take 2 indirect damage, and then if an environment, a symbiote environment is in play, take 1 additional indirect damage. And then Lower Manhattan is place 1 threat on each scheme. And that is not just side scheme, or not just main schemes. That could be your side schemes as well, so that can get kind of nasty. And then if a symbiote environment is in play, place 1 additional threat on this scheme. So kind of nasty. Venom Goblin has a 2/2/16 stat line. He is steady. He has a force response that says after Venom Goblin activates against you, move the glider counter to the main scheme with the least threat. Choose to either place 2 threat on that scheme or resolve its special ability. So when that glider counter comes out, we're activating a lot. Things go downhill really quickly. But we're gonna try it. We're gonna see how it goes. We may, if we fail, I don't think I'm gonna try it twice. I don't think that this is a really good matchup against Venom Goblin. I have not played. I did look through the cards a little bit more heavily than I have in the past, just because I made a couple of mistakes that I didn't want to make. Or I don't really want to make mistakes on these, obviously, but I also I want to have a better feel for what's going on when I'm playing Marvel Champions. Lord of the Rings, I'm playing through. I know what's going on. Arkham is the one where I'm playing through blind, so I wanted to try and just have a better grasp on each scenario as we're going through it for the first time. So I kind of have a good general idea. Diamonds, shouldn't you have a helicarrier in play because you're a reputation tracker? Yes, I should. I have not done any of those yet, so I was about to go through and do those. But yes, I am very excited about that. I do get that. And speaking of rules that were playing different incorrectly, I missed something last time, and that was here. So in the campaign instructions, let's go ahead and just read them. Put Public Outcry into play, so this comes in with 2. And then we can remove 1 every single time that we defeat a minion or defeat a side scheme. We remove 1 counter, and then once that is gone, then it becomes a victory point for us. Smear campaign is in there. Sinister Assault modular set for each minion. It was everyone except for one of them. It was everyone except for one of them. I don't remember which one it wasn't. But there's a lot of them in there, which is just not good. And then follow all the setup instructions on the left side of the reputation track, and then do it for the right side. And so what I was doing last time, this left side is all like the beneficial stuff for me. So like putting the Risk Navigator into play, and then the right side is the one that has the like minions come out. So the first minion would get this Risk Navigator attached to it because I resolved the left side then the right side, and so there was just a little bit of confusion on my part last time. But let's go ahead and read these. So during step 13, we can take 1 additional mulligan. So excellent. We have chosen the med team as our aspect card. Each player flips campaign shield tech to their enhanced side. So we do have this enhanced. So after a minion or side scheme enters play, attach Risk Navigator to it. And then when the attached card is defeated, draw 2 cards and discard 1 card from your hand. So that helps us kind of get through and get the cards that we need pretty quickly. Chooses 1 card from their deck and records the title of that card in their planning ahead area. Oh shoot. No, that was definitely the, what's it called? I haven't played this in forever. What's our big Sky Destroyer? That's it. Yep. And then as set up, each player searches the deck and discard pile for 1 copy of the card in their. Oh wait, no. No, I was. No, this is the part that says setup. So we'll go through, we'll put out everything, and then Risk Navigators comes in. So the first minion it does not get attached to. I was incorrect there again. Okay, but each player searches their deck and discard pile for a copy of basically Sky Destroyer and puts it into their hand. Each player searches their collection for helicarrier support and puts it into play under their control. And then I did not get to 25. I'm at 24. Look at that. I'm so close. But I may have been able to get that symbiote suit and put it into play. I really want to replay this campaign and get to that because that just sounds so cool. Alright, so let's go ahead and shuffle our deck here. And then the setup on the villain side is to... how is this actually worded? Because that is kind of weird. No, it's follow the setup instructions on the left side of the reputation track, and then on the right side. Okay, cool. Okay, so yeah, the risk navigator will be in play. Timing in this game is weird. Alrighty, but I do get to... yeah, okay. So we're going to shuffle each card recorded in the Osborne tech. I don't quite remember what those are, though they're in there, though there are 2 of them. Place 1 threat on the main scheme, so 1 extra is going to go onto Midtown Manhattan. And then in player order, search the encounter deck and discard pile for a minion. Put that minion into play, engaged with themselves, and then for each player who did not do this, deal that player 1 face down encounter card. So that is part of the setup on the right side. And then choose 1 Osborne tech attachment at random, record his name, and then the first player must search the encounter deck and discard pile for a scenario specific side scheme and put it into play. Okay, so let's go ahead and just do our mulligan here, our initial hand. We've got 6 cards. Got a self-propelled glide, a command team, a chance encounter. I like chance encounter here because we're going to have to get a side scheme, and so that is nice. One way or another, and a make the call. Don't need to make the call. Nick would be nice to have here if we can pay for him. We're also going to need to pay 3 for Sky Destroyer, so I don't necessarily think we're going to use that. We're not going to use one way or another. And let's go ahead and just mulligan the command team. I want to see what we can get. I want to get some money. We got to band together. That's kind of a tough pull. Inconspicuous. I like Inconspicuous here. Field Agent is nice. And then Sky Destroyer. We get an additional mulligan. And so we're going to mulligan Sky Destroyer because we can search our deck or discard pile. And so there's no point in not mulliganing Sky Destroyer. So we'll go ahead and toss the Sky Destroyer. We will toss a band together because I don't have any allies. We'll keep a Field Agent. And oh, I thought this was not self-propelled glide. We don't want self-propelled glide. Okay. Well, okay. We're getting a self-propelled glide. A Maria Hill. Okay, that's nice to see. And then a Jessica Drew's apartment. Okay. We got our upgraded. We're going to go and get our Sky Destroyer. That goes into our hand. And then we're going to search and get... And it does say collection, so I think our helicarrier would actually be out of play. Or I would remove it from the deck, so we'll just put that into play, which is awesome. Like, we don't have to pay for it, so it's a free kind of resource going forward. So, alrighty, and then we shuffled each of the Osborne techs. Place 1 threat on the main scheme, which we just did. Where you need to go get a minion. There's some nasty minions in here too, I'm telling you. But we do want to go ahead and grab a minion. We've got Craven, Electro, Enraged Symbiote, which I think Enraged Symbiote is what we are going to take here. Astari. You don't see a Hulk, but you'll watch anyways. Well, thank you. sorry there's no Hulk, but maybe later. We got a Vulture, Symbiotic Thrall. I really don't like any of these minions. I think maybe Enraged Symbiote is going to be our best bet because we can take it out with just a basic attack with Jessica Drew, or with Spider-Woman. But we'll see. How are you doing, Astari? How's life been for you? And Maddie as well. So he comes in. We're going to go ahead and put a guard and a patrol. Where's my patrol? it is. Put that on the main. Okay. First player's Risk Navigator attaches, but we are going to search and find a scenario-specific side scheme. Which I don't remember. Oh, here's one. Festering Mass. That sounds not good. Yep, okay, well, that's what we get. Hanging in some good weather and lots of LCG stuff. Nice. Awesome. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. We got Festering Mass, so this is going to be another acceleration token here. While there are no other symbiote environments in play, this card is considered a symbiote environment. Ooh, gross. And that comes in with 5. So we're going to want to try and take care of that. On Friday, I'm going up to Con of Heroes, so I will be at the convention for Marvel Champions this week, so I'm really excited about that. That's gonna be fun. It's also gonna be fun to go to Game Center and see the place where I've spent a lot of my money, so that'll be kind of fun. But oh, that's great. And we're good. Okay, so we are ready to rock and roll. I didn't get any of my money, but I do have a helicarrier, which is always nice. So let's go ahead and use Jessica Drew's ability to take a look at the top card here. So it is going to be an enraged symbiote, so that's going to come into play once we draw him as a boost. So that is a little annoying. But let's go ahead and flip up to Spider-Woman. We'll exhaust Helicarrier, a self-propelled glide, and do I want to do Jessica Drew's apartment? I'm gonna go Jessica Drew's apartment. I don't think I do. Self-propelled glide into Jessica Drew's apartment. We're gonna toss those to play Sky Destroyer, because that's where our damage comes from. We will go ahead and toss a Field Agent and an Inconspicuous to play Maria Hill. After Maria Hill enters play, each player draws 1 card. We've got a Field Agent, and we're going to exhaust Sky Destroyer to deal 2 damage to the Enraged Symbiote, which removes this guard and patrol. Venom Goblin does have steady, so that is kind of annoying. We're going to have to get around that somehow. We did play a blue card, so this gets to go up. And so we're at 2 thwart, 2 thwart. I do really want to get rid of this Festering Mass. And so probably what we're going to do is trying to think what is I think we're gonna play a chance encounter on Festering Mass, which will increase Spider-Woman here. Then we'll go ahead and thwart for 3/5. Maria's gonna take a damage to remove Festering Mass from play. Whenever that happens, chance encounter triggers. So when the attached side scheme is defeated, search your deck and discard pile for an ally and add it to your hand, and then shuffle. But I'm actually going to choose to play this interrupt first. So when the attached card is defeated, draw 2 cards and discard 1 card from your hand. So I think that may give me a little bit better of an idea. Since they're both interrupts, I can choose in which order to resolve them. So we're going to draw 1, the Triskelion, and the Med Team. So it doesn't really help me here. But I think we're going to discard Med Team. Then we're going to go find an ally. You can also remove the counters from Public Outcry. Thank you so very much. That's both of them. Oh, sweet. Thank you. Yep, and Public Outcry goes into our victory display. We got Upper, Mid, and Lower Manhattan now. Good call. Thanks, Maddie. We got Mockingbird. We're not going to be able to pay for anything. Or any of our allies. Actually, we could pay for Quake. That's interesting. And again, I'm going to go find an ally at this point. So I'm kind of thinking, like, do I want to pay for Quake, or do I want to grab Agent 13 and hopefully be able to play her next time? That doesn't really do anything for me this time. I think I'm going to grab Agent 13. I'm going to grab Agent 13. And that's going to help get me into play, because I think the way that I win this game is trying to trigger Sky Destroyer a lot. So we'll shuffle up this. We'll hold on to Agent 13. We are going to actually discard a Triskelion to play a field agent. So this is going to help keep Agent 13 alive for a while longer. And we get 3 counters over here. And we'll hold on to Agent 13. Okay. So we will ready all of our cards. We will draw 4 cards. Got a Mockingbird. Got a Capt. Oh no. A Band Together. And a Finesse. Not good, y'all. Not bad, but just not great. Maybe something will happen during this phase that will help us out. It does mean that I probably want to keep Maria Hill around a little bit for Band Together. So that's something to be interested in. But anyways, let's figure this out. So everyone gets 1. And this does not have this acceleration counter anymore. Why did I have 2? I'm missing something. I am missing something. Oh, Public Outcry and Festering Mass. Okay, yep. So this gets 1 as well. So that's going to be up to 4. Then Venom Goblin is going to attack me. He's going to be attacking me for 2. And then Enraged Symbiote is going to be engaged with me. I think instead of blocking with Maria Hill, we are going to defend with Spider-Woman. And so it's going to be 2 plus this boost card, which is the Enraged Symbiote. So we'll put our Patrol and Guard back out here. And this activation goes up to Upper Manhattan. I can choose to discard a card from my hand, or place 2 threat on that scheme. I will go ahead and place 2 threat on this scheme. So there we go. And then Enraged Symbiote is going to attack me. I'm going to take 2 damage. So I am down to 9. And we're dealing encounter cards. Got Symbiotic Berserker. So it's a 0/3, and while a symbiote environment is in play, it gains Quick Strike. And that has 5 health. These minions are interesting. I think if we do have to go ahead and build a new deck, what we'll... Oh, and this attaches here. It should have attached to Enraged, then it'll switch over. But probably do some minion killing cards. So we'll see. We'll have some fun with it. Okay. So at the end of the round, these flip over. No longer benefiting from that. What I'm trying to figure out how to do is get more than just Agent 13 into play, but I think that's all I can really do, right? I've got Helicarrier. I could hold on to a Band Together, but then that's just another... It's just another... nasty thing that's coming at me. I may flip down. That could help actually. If I flip down, we're gonna scheme against here and then hop down. I think threat is gonna be nasty, but if I hop down, then I'm only gonna do that, which allows me. Okay. Yep. So we'll exhaust Helicarrier. We're gonna toss a Finesse, a Captain Marvel, and a Mockingbird. That hurts to say. I may toss a Band Together, a Mockingbird, and a Finesse to play Agent 13. We're gonna hold on to Captain Marvel because Captain Marvel seems pretty good at this time. And so we're gonna exhaust Sky Destroyer at this time to go ahead and kill the Enraged Symbiote. I think, yeah, we'll do that. So that's 2 on the Enraged Symbiote. Agent 13. Move the glider to the main scheme with the least threat. So, okay, so I guess question for the chat. So, the force response after Venom Goblin activates against you, move the glider counter to the main scheme with the least amount of threat. So, are you evaluating between the 2 options that it is not currently on? Or could you, if I thwart this down to 0, would it be then placed back on this, this main scheme? I guess that's my question. Okay, so we're going to thwart. Yeah. We're going to thwart removing a counter from field agent to prevent the consequential. This will ready Sky Destroyer, but it doesn't actually really matter. And we'll thwart off of Upper Manhattan because that's the one that's going to be schemed on this turn. And we're going to hang on to Maria, actually. We're going to hang on to Maria. So we will flip down. We'll take a look at the top card, which is going to be a 1. Okay, I can live with that. Hey Alex, how's it going? You are late. Have you won yet? Not yet. So this is actually my first playthrough of the entire Sinister Motives campaign, and so we are taking on Venom Goblin. Hopefully not dying too soon, but we'll see. This deck is definitely not built for this villain, and so I'm assuming what is going to happen is we're going to lose, and then we're going to build a new deck, and then we're going to win. That's my prediction for the night, but we'll see. Glad to have you here. Okay, so I took off the wrong one. Okay, so we're going to hang on to Captain Marvel. We're ready. We'll draw 5 cards. We got Inconspicuous, Homeland Intervention. I like that. That's going to be, got a med team. Med teams are expensive. Got a Quake. And a Band Together. There's our Band Together. Okay, sweet. That's gonna allow us to put Captain Marvel into play fairly cheap. Okay, I like it. Okay, so first off, we're gonna place 1 threat on each one of these schemes to figure that out. Figure my life out over here. Venom Goblin is going to scheme against me, so it's gonna be 2 plus 1 is 3, so our Upper Manhattan goes to 5. So, Alex, Silent Al, have you played the Sinister Motives campaign yet? And then this is going to hop down here. We are going to 1 threat on each scheme, or discard or 2 threat on that scheme. What we'll probably do is we'll throw 2 threat on. No, we're going to throw 1 threat on each scheme. Yeah, we'll throw 1 threat on each scheme. If you haven't played the campaign yet, nice. It's really good. It's definitely the best one so far. is definitely the best one so far. So they are just getting better and better. Schemes for 0, so we're good there. And then we're going to deal ourselves an encounter card, which is a symbiotic monstrosity, which looks awful. So it's a retaliate 1, steady toughness 6. While a symbiote environment, it gets +3. It's a 2/2/6. This is disgusting. I do not like that at all. So we're going to throw a retaliate. It is steady. And it is tough. That's gross. Gross. Okay. Well, that happened. Okay, so on my turn, we'll go ahead and take a look at the top. So it's going to be a star. Place 1 threat on each main scheme without the glider counter. So that'll be good to know. So it's just going to be a 2 attack. Okay, so let's go ahead and flip up. We'll band together, toss a Quake, and exhaust the Helicarrier to play a Captain Marvel. I have the box, but I'm not going anywhere near the campaign. Why not? Not you don't enjoy the campaign, or you don't like? The campaign is really cool. Campaign is pretty cool. Okay, so then we'll play a homeland. Before that, we're going to... I hate this retaliate. That's so annoying. Captain Marvel will deal 2 damage here. Which allows us to draw a card, which is a field agent. Okay. We will play Homeland Intervention. So exhaust up to 3 shield cards. Remove 2 threat from a scheme for each card exhausted that way. So we will exhaust Maria, field agent. To remove 4 threat from, I'll take it from Midtown Manhattan. Okay. And Captain Marvel gets a damage. We did play a shield card, so we'll exhaust Sky Destroyer to go ahead and hit 2 on the Berserker. And we played a yellow, so we're +1 here. That is exhausted, yeah. Okay, so we will go ahead and kill the symbiotic Berserker. Yeah, kill the symbiotic Berserker here with Agent Carter, or Sharon Carter, and she'll take a damage. When she attacks, we'll ready Sky Destroyer. Then we will toss a med team to play a second copy of Field Agent, which comes in with 3. I don't think I have the cards to hang with the campaign. I couldn't get past Sandman, but probably Venom and the others. Yeah. It is definitely a campaign that does require a good bit of deck building. So yeah, that's fair. Whenever I play Field Agent, I'm gonna exhaust Sky Destroyer. We no longer have oh yeah, no, we're fine. Sky Destroyer to knock this tough off. And that does not retaliate because that's not an attack. We are +1 here. I have an inconspicuous in my hand, which is not great. I'm at 9 health. We will probably just go ahead and swing for 2 on the monstrosity, and that will ping us for 1, which isn't my favorite, but it is what it is. Okay, so we will ready up just separate these out. I don't have a lot of cards right now. I'm gonna hold on to Inconspicuous, I think. 1 for 3 is just so good. Self-Propelled Glide, Pheromones, which is usually the best card, but make the call. And Homeland. Oh, another Homeland. Okay. Pheromones, but he has Steady, which is just tough. Okay, so starting out, we're gonna place 1 threat on all of these schemes. It's just 2, 4, 6, 7. Venom Goblin is going to attack for 2. We will have Maria Hill take that. So it's going to be 2 plus a boost. I really like the card holder you have for Spider-Woman. Is that something official or fan-made? This is a fan-made, so pretty much all the bling you see on the table is from the company called Buy the Same Token, which is a phenomenally high-quality fan-made accessory kit for pretty much all the LCGs, as well as some other board games. So yeah, this is theirs, and I just got this and I absolutely love it. But all of these tokens fit in there because they're all from the same company. But go on their website if you're interested in them, because Etsy it's a little bit more expensive on Etsy. So boost happens immediately, so we'll place 1 on each one of these, and then we'll force response, hop over to Midtown, and then we will 2 indirect damage. I don't like that. Yeah, place 2 threat here. That said, I really like playing Aggression. Ghost Spider, she can be a jack of all trades with decent board management. Yeah, Ghost Spider is awesome. Ghost Spider is awesome. And Aggression was really fun with her, I thought. Mainly because of the Skilled Strike. That was fun. That's a fun. I'm at 8. We're gonna have 2 coming at me here. I'm just gonna take that to the face. What was the name of the company? Buy the Same Token. BUY. The Same Token. Alrighty, and then we get a bad card. Yeah. I don't have the standard set in here. I don't know what I'm doing. Let me go shuffle those. 1 second. This is a practice game anyways, but I just realized that I just never put the standard set in. Makes it a little bit easier, I think. Or harder. I don't know. So smoke bombs. Attached to the villain, 2 bomb counters. After the villain attacks you, remove 1 bomb counter. Discard 1 event from your hand with the lowest cost. I hate that. I hate that. I hate that. I hate that. Okay. Looking at it now, so many pretty tokens. Oh, you have that. Yeah, I just have boxes of them, just and then I have all of their tokens for Arkham as well. So it's just so pretty. I just keep buying them. I already think I have the Lost Rune of Arnak. Oh, I didn't realize that they had Arnak tokens, but that's awesome. Something tells me the tokens cost as much as spending your LCs. Yeah. Upgrade Arnak. That game is so pretty. That game is so pretty. Okay, so we have infinite number of threat on the board, so that's good. That's always good. That's what you want. Gotta make the call. We could make the call Maria Hill here. That'd be kind of interesting. But okay. Okay, so Maria Hill helps us draw cards. Ooh, actually, that'd be kind of interesting. 4 damage to an enemy from Nick. If I make the call. That is all of my cards. I could Captain Marvel first. 4 damage to Symbiotic Monstrosity to get around the Retaliate. Or actually, it has 4 health left, so that's 2 Sky Destroyers. Which, let's see what we draw. We're gonna thwart with Captain Marvel off of. Let's go off of Upper Manhattan, and that will allow us to draw a card, which is Contaminant Immunity. Tough would be nice, but nah. Oh, okay, we're good. So we can make the call. Maria, actually, yeah, we can make the call Maria and be even better off. Trying to think if there's any other. Yeah, no, yeah. Okay, so we will. No, that's not putting it into play. But I can attack. I can attack at the end and be fine. Okay, so let's go ahead and make the call. We will toss a Contaminant Immunity and a Pheromones to put Maria Hill into play. So after she enters play, each player draws 1 card. I will draw a card. It's another make the call. We get +1 via leadership. Hey, Starry. Yeah, I've been nuts for Lord of the Rings tokens and into the hundreds of Arkhams and Lord of the Rings accessories, but they do enhance the gameplay experience. I totally agree. They're just fun. They're just fun. And okay, so that was that. We will give her a token. Let's go ahead and play Homeland Intervention. We'll exhaust this field agent. We will exhaust I think that's actually all we're going to exhaust. It's just that field agent to remove 2 threat. This does give me here. We'll take the 2 threat from Upper again. And Sky Destroyer will trigger because that was a shield card to deal 2 damage to Symbiote. I get +1 here. We will go ahead and attack and kill the Symbiote here. It does not retaliate because it does die, so that's good news. Oh, Risk Navigator. I'm going to trigger Risk Navigator. That's another one of my shield cards. To bring that back down, I think we're still on screen. This dies, thank goodness. Get that out of here. And Risk Navigator triggers, so we'll draw 2 cards. We've got a Rapid Response and a Chance Encounter. The Chance Encounter is not going to help us here. We don't have any side schemes left. So we'll just toss that. Now the interesting choice is, do we... Yeah, we definitely throw a Rapid Response out there. Or, yeah. So we'll toss a Make the Call and an Inconspicuous to play Rapid Response. Then we'll Rapid Response cap here in a second. So that's nice. We may be ready to start attacking others. So let's go ahead and exhaust Helicarrier to pay for a self-propelled glide to ready up Spider-Woman. We've got Agent 13 swinging for 2. We'll go ahead and exhaust this field agent to remove a counter. I keep forgetting that I can actually ready Helicarrier. I need to keep that in mind. We'll ready Sky Destroyer. So we'll thwart 2 here off this main. Maria will also thwart 2 off of here. Call that good. And then we'll swing at the villain for 3. Taking him down to 13. Okay. We'll stand up. we'll take 2, 4, 5 cards. Let's see what we got. Hey, there's our doubles. Jeez, okay. Which is actually pretty nice. I mean, that's not a bad hand to have doubles for. So, sweet. Okay, so we'll place 1 threat on all of the schemes. 1, 2, 3. Venom is going to attack us. We've got 6 health. I think we'll block with Maria Hill here. So Venom will attack us for 3. Plus move the glider counter to the main scheme with the most threat. And then place 1 threat on that scheme. So the most threat, I guess, like, does it stay? It says move, so I'm going to just go ahead and assume that we move and we place 1 threat here. Then, after the villain attacks you, remove 1 bomb counter from here, and then discard 1 event from your hand with the lowest cost. Okay, that's kind of annoying, but that's going to be global logistics. Then, the force response happens here, so this moves up to Upper Manhattan, and we can discard 1 card from your hand if it's a symbiote. I don't think I want to discard any cards from my hand. I think I like my hand. So we'll place 2 threat there. And then we get a bad card, which is Smear Campaign. If Public Outcry is in play, which it is not, we'll skip that. Public Outcry is not in play. Place 2 threat on the main scheme, so that's 2 threat here. So we're already back up to 7 on Upper Manhattan, which is disgusting. I don't like that. Okay, so flip these. We will go ahead and thwart 2. Yeah, I feel like we have to thwart 2 from Upper Manhattan. We'll draw a card. Captain Marvel takes a consequential. Will trigger rapid response. So Captain Marvel comes back in play with 1 damage. And the card that we drew was a Finesse, which is interesting here. That will be played. We will go ahead and play that, I think. But we do get another activation out of Captain Marvel. So let's go ahead and... There's so much going on. We're at 5 on each one of these. I think we're gonna thwart 2 here, and then that will give a consequential, and we'll draw a card, which is Command Team. Interesting. Okay, now we're up to 6 cards. I like that. So let's go ahead and I think that is the right call. So let's play a Genius to put a Finesse into play. So this is exhaust Finesse to generate a wild resource for an aspect card. We will exhaust Helicarrier and exhaust Finesse to play a Command Team. So this will trigger Sky Destroyer, so we'll hit Venom Goblin for 2. Command Team comes in with 3 counters. And Beast Snow, this just makes me want my hero boards and tokens even more. When are they supposed to get there? I feel like they should be there real soon. I know you didn't pay for tracking, so that's sad, but hopefully they get there soon. So we'll exhaust Command Team, remove a counter from it to go ahead and ready Captain Marvel. We will attack I think we're gonna just attack with Captain Marvel to go 2. Also, I really like Spider-Woman too. She is one of the most fun to deck builder around for sure. Attack with Captain Marvel, which allows us to draw a card, which is in the med team, which will kill Captain Marvel. Okay, so I feel like I would have liked to have med team before I just killed Captain Marvel, but we are where we are. So I think the right call here is actually to go... We're going to go ahead and thwart 2 off of Lower Manhattan. We're going to exhaust Field Agent to prevent that consequential. We're going to ready Helicarrier at that point. We will go ahead and play an energy for a Venom Blast to deal 5 damage to an enemy. That will give us +1. We're also +1 here. So 5 damage to an enemy. We're going to choose the villain. So down to 4. Then we will exhaust Helicarrier, toss a med team to play Contaminant Immunity to heal 3 from Spider-Woman and give her a tough status card. And that activates my green. Did I not play a... I didn't play a yellow. Didn't play a yellow. That's fine. Okay, but I'm now swinging for 4, which is pretty awesome. So I can actually push Venom Goblin into round 2. That's interesting. I think we do it. Okay, yeah, I'll swing for 4, hit Venom Goblin, and move him to round 2. So he comes in with Steady and Toughness. When revealed, deal 2 face-down encounter cards to each player. That sucks. And then after Venom activates against you, move the glider to the main scheme with the least threat, resolve his special ability. So it's the same ability there. He's a 2/3 now. He's also got, so he's got 4 attack, which is not great. But we've got a tough, so we can run into that if we need to. Okay, so we will ready everything up. We will draw. Oh no, I'm gonna be resolving 4 encounter cards. You buy your 15 ready exhausted tokens, which shipped on the 6th. Okay, so that's 10 days ago, and you're like over there, so that should be there real soon. Hopefully, be there any day. You bought your 2 boards and a ton of tokens last week. That hasn't shipped. Did you get 2 standard boards, or did you get one of the fancy spider boards? You reveal encounter cards in the encounter phase, not right away. Right. Yeah. So, just going to deal myself the entire deck, and then we'll figure it out later. Venom Goblin, round 2, comes with 18 hit points. So we'll move that up to 18. We got Pheromones, Dum Dum. Ooh, I love seeing Dum Dum here. Oh, joy. Because that is my damage burst. Let's go. Let's see what happens. I don't know. I actually have no idea. No, don't get that yet. Okay, so we're gonna place 1 threat on each one of these schemes. Venom. Oh shoot, I hit us tough too. That's annoying. Okay, so Venom is going to attack me for 4 plus a boost card. We'll go ahead and take it. So 4 plus 3, and there's the advanced glider. So we don't have the advanced glider being dealt to us, which is pretty big. There is a treachery that goes and gets it, but if we can avoid that, then I feel like we're doing pretty good. You got standard boards and the Miles board. Ooh, the Miles board is sick. Gwyn board, I really like the Gwyn board as well, but the Miles board is really cool. So that all runs into, so that was 7 that runs into my tough. That's one of the better uses of tough I've ever seen. This is going to hop over. I'm going to choose Midtown Manhattan. Take 2 indirect damage. If a symbiote is in play, take an additional. So we'll just throw 2 on there. Here we go. Let's resolve some encounter cards. Actually, this triggers. So discard 1 event with the lowest cost. There's a 2, 2, 0. Dang it. Okay. I was hoping to discard Pheromones because I don't really need it. And we've got 4 encounter cards. Let's resolve them in order. Surge attached to the villain. So we've got a Surge. The attached villain takes retaliate 1, take 3 indirect damage, and discard this card. Don't like that. We've got advance the villain's schemes. So it's going to be 2 plus 1. So that's 3 on the main, which is here. And then this hops over here. 1 threat on each scheme. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Toss these. Gotta grab a 5. We'll place 2 threat on this scheme instead of doing the special. Okay. Uncertain loyalties. You can flip to Jessica Drew and exhaust her, or basically lose the game. Yeah, we're gonna. Ooh. I think we. What am I playing? Yeah, we'll flip to Jessica Drew and exhaust her. So that goes out of the game. Sorry I'm late. How's it going? Hey, Trap It. It's better than I was expecting. You're also waiting for the huge Ant-Man Wasp release from Etsy. Yeah, nice. It is going okay. Better than I expected. We haven't drawn Glider. We actually just discarded it as a boost, and so that's nice. But it's gonna be skin of our teeth. We do have Dum Dum in our hand, so I'm hoping that he can kind of rush the end of villain. We just pushed him into phase 2. If we don't win this one, what we're gonna be doing, we'll just build a new deck. Because this I don't know. I like the scenario though. I think it's pretty cool. We got Doc Ock, so in sight 2. So we're gonna throw 2. So 2, 4, 6, 8. So I'm really glad I didn't put. Yeah, 2, 4, 6, 8. And then after Doc Ock activates again, she places 1 threat on each scheme. Hate that. And then we are 1 attached to Venom Goblin. Spend 1 of each printed resources. So this one is disgusting because it's printed resources, meaning you cannot use wilds for it. He's a plus 3 scheme, plus 3 attack. So that is. So it was going a lot better 10 minutes ago. Dividers for Galaxies. Okay. Nice. I had the Glider land as the last encounter card before. Oh, geez. What an encounter phase. Yeah, that wasn't great. That was. Now we're staring down the face of a 5/6 villain with Retaliate and Doc Ock, which is a 2/2 with Villainous. It's gonna be something. It's gonna be something. Jeez. Okay. Well. I guess we'll take a look at this top card. Not like it's gonna really matter. It's gonna symbiote suit. So that's just a lot of damage. Ugh. Okay, so we'll flip up to Jessica Drew. These are all flipped now. I think we do. Yeah, we throw out Dum Dum. There's no question in. So we'll exhaust Helicarrier to toss a Strength, Venom Blast, and Pheromones to pay 5 for Dum Dum Duggan. One of my favorite named cards. And we will exhaust Sky Destroyer to go ahead and I hate this We Are One thing. That sucks. That is not good. I think I'm gonna do. Can I ask why the Sinister 6 encounter set is in? Did I miss that Yeah. So part of the campaign setup here is search the Sinister Assault modular set for each minion with the same name as the villain's name recorded, and I just had a ton of Sinister Motives or Sinister 6 minions in there. And then, yeah, so because the Sinister 6 villains are in play when Nelson escaped. All of them but one. It was bad. It came back. Yeah, so it makes it not as Not as good. Not as good. D20 got out without Sinister 6 villains, so he added none. Not that it helped. Did he struggle? I haven't watched his playthrough of this yet, but okay. So 9. I think what we will do. I feel like we have so much. Okay, so we're gonna take 3 indirect damage to discard this card. Shouldn't the navigator should be attached to Doc Ock, thank you. Which that may change some stuff. So Sky Destroyer still gets to knock off. I'm gonna kill Doc Ock, or I'm gonna hit Doc Ock here. Just didn't real carefully though. That explains why the modular was in there. Yeah. Okay, so there's that. We will attack. We will exhaust field agent to prevent one of that damage. No, we're not gonna exhaust field agent. We're gonna attack, take a damage. We're gonna deal 1 to Doc Ock here. We'll ready Helicarrier. We will hit. Yeah, we'll take 2 damage here and deal 3 damage to Doc Ock, which will kill Doc Ock and allow us to draw 2 cards, which is a Self-Propelled Glide and a Maria Hill. We have to discard 1 of these, so we'll discard Self-Propelled Glide. Then we will exhaust a Finesse and a Helicarrier to play Maria Hill, which allows us to draw a card, which is Make the Call, which does not help us in this situation. But that's fine. We get +1 here. And we have another blocker, which is the big part of this. Okay. Now. I am going to take 3 indirect damage to discard that card. So I'm down to 6. He's at 18. We will... Jeez. There's so much threat. There's so much everything. We'll knock the tough off with Maria. She will take a consequential. We will go ahead and command team to ready Dum Dum. Then Dum Dum will swing at Venom Goblin for 3, 4, 5, 6, taking 2 consequential and 6 damage. Okay. So down to 12. The pressure is on. Okay, so let's ready. He's alive! Thanks for the sub. How you doing? Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a while since I've been here. Stupid work. Oh, man. So we are actually going to hang on to Make the Call because I really want to bring that back whoever dies now. So we'll hang on to Make the Call. We got a command team, field agent, a band together. Oh, that's nice. That's really nice. Okay, so and a self-propelled glide. All settled in after the move and stuff now too. Yeah, I would say we are 70% of the way there, right? So we hosted our first game day on Sunday, and so that forced us to kind of clean up the basement and get all the games and everything ready, and so that went really well. And so it's kind of like the garage we still have to kind of do. We have to get all that stuff out of the garage, and then like the random guest bedrooms. So someone has to come visit, and then we'll clean those. So okay, so we'll place 1 threat on each one of these schemes. So we are at 2, 4, 6, 7. We're at 10. So that's a little scary to think about. We're at 2, 4, 9 out of 11 here. Okay, so Venom Goblin is going to attack me for effectively 6. Not effectively, for 6. Ooh, a game day. I wish I had more game days myself. Yeah, we played Wingspan and the crew. So it was good. It was good. Wingspan, I came in second place, and if I had won, it would have been the highest score ever. So my wife scored 115. I scored 106. Highest score ever, as in like that I have seen played. So that was really cool. That was really cool. Okay, so Venom Goblin is going to be attacking us for 6. Maria Hill is going to step in and take that. Enraged Symbiote is the bad thing here. Maria Hill definitely does not make it. This hops over to here. Discard 1 card from your hand, which may not be the worst thing. So we're going to make the call Maria, get her back in. I want to get a field agent in. That's going to be 3, so self-propelled glide. So this is 2, 4, 6, 7. We lose at 10. Yeah, I'm going to toss the self-propelled glide. I'm going to activate this special. Did you win Twilight Imperium? We didn't even get close. So we started, and it was kind of cool. So it was hosted through my podcast Discord, and so my co-host on the podcast is an avid fan of Twilight Imperium. Absolutely loves it. And it's really good. Like, they've played, I don't know, 50 to 75 games of Twilight Imperium. And so him and 2 of his friends actually played like coaches. And so there are 6 of us new players that have played all the game, each less than 3 times. And 1 coach was assigned to 2 players to ask rules questions and kind of give, light strategic advice throughout the game. And so that worked out really well. It was like really fun to do it that way. It just took a long time. And so we played from 9 until 6 and got through 3 rounds of the game. We're probably about halfway done. We are going to reconvene, I think, without the coaches. And so to just kind of finish it out at some point. But I am not going to win. I am not in a good spot. I have such a hard time turning my position into victory points in that game. Like, I want to build up the biggest fleet and figure out what I'm going to do, and then I look at the board and I'm like, I'm losing by 4 victory points, and we played at 10. I'm like, this isn't good. So no, that was the long-winded answer. No, I definitely did not win. Okay, and we've got a bad card, which is Swinging Assault. When revealed, the villain attacks you. Give the villain 1 additional boost card for this activation. Ugh. Okay, so it's going to be 6 plus 2 boost cards. We will have Agent 13 step in and take it. So 6, 7, 8, 11. So she does not quite survive that. And then this is going to hop over here and place 1 threat on each scheme or 2 threat on that scheme. So 1 threat on each scheme does not lose us the game. So we got 2, 4, 6, 8. No. Ooh. So your time in Twilight Imperium is at its twilight. Yeah. Very much so. Very, very much so. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Oh no, that kind of yeah. No, we're good. We're good. Okay, so we've got 12 damage to do. Not quite sure. So we've got 3. No, we've got 14 damage to do. Okay, let's see. It's gonna be close. It's gonna be really, really close. Let's go ahead and exhaust Finesse to play a field agent. Mainly so that we can. That comes in with 3 counters. Kill this Enraged Symbiote. and triggers Risk Navigator. So we draw 2 cards, Homeland, and a Band Together. Interesting. Okay, so we got yellow there. We have to discard a card, and I think it's gonna be Homeland because regardless, we need to win on this turn or we lose. So I think that's fair. Okay, so there's Homeland. Sky Destroyer was exhausted. We will play Make the Call to with a Band Together and a Band Together to play Maria Hill. Whenever she enters play, we get to draw a card, which is a genius. Interesting. Okay. So we'll toss a genius to play Command Team. Comes in with 3 counters. I'm gonna see how this works. Okay. And that gives me a blue. So we'll swing for 3. Oh, hydrate. Okay, yeah. Okay, so I got this new limited edition Dr. Pepper Zero Dark Berry. So, you know, I drink the cherry and the just Dr. Pepper Zero. This one is so sweet. This is like almost too sweet. It makes a really good mixer, but it's too sweet. Have you all had that? Have you had that one yet? Okay, so I hit him for 3, so he's down to 9. I think we have it. Because we're going to have 3, 9. No, we're not going to have it. Ooh, actually, hold on. Okay. So we will attack with Dum Dum. We're going to exhaust 2 field agents to prevent both the consequentials. We'll exhaust 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 5. For 6. Oh yeah, we do. Yeah, we have it. I want to, but not yet. Yeah. So that's 6 total damage. We'll exhaust Command Team to ready, which will ready Dum Dum, and then we'll swing for 3 more, which will be death. Oh my gosh. That was really yeah, really close. Wow. Okay. Nail biter. Yeah. Dum Dum is really good. Dum Dum is really good. Yeah, go team. But, whew. Yeah, so we had 2, we had 5, so we could have we had some more damage on there, but oh man, that was satisfying. That's a fun scenario. I think it's a really good like kind of apex of that campaign because it is very difficult. It is, but it's not like overly difficult. It's not like a Ronin level. It's not. I mean, like Loki, I think is more frustrating than this. Dum Dum is a beast. Yeah, absolutely insane. Big fan. Venom Goblin is pretty sweet though. He is very difficult, but not unwinnable, if that makes sense. Like it feels very, like you've built up, and I think that the setup in the Sinister Motives campaign kind of helps a lot with that, because it helps you kind of get into a place where you feel really powerful going into this final scenario. Hey Magic Moose Moo, how's it going? Don't know if my work schedule has just been more intense. Do Living Card Gamer and D20 streams still happen? Yes, they do. I've been out on like travel, and so I haven't streamed in about a week and a half or so. But yeah, and during the summer, I'm not streaming on Fridays just because time. But yeah, so I am streaming. Jason will be on Wednesday. We're going to be playing some Arkham, so we're going to be continuing on in our Edge of the Earth campaign, so that's coming up on Wednesday. I know Jason is streaming tomorrow at some point, probably at 8:30. I don't know what he is streaming, but I heard that he had a fun Lord of the Rings stream yesterday playing the Twos deck, and so that was fun. But yeah, no, they're still happening. Just always, these are great games, but I am still kind of baffled that went down the way it did, but this is a crazy card, and not getting that glider was huge. It's being able to avoid that glider really, really helped. So, okay, and so I guess like question for you all. Since I forgot to shuffle standard in like the first, I think, 3 rounds, does that make it harder or does that make it easier? I think it would make it harder because it's not necessarily all the time, but I think in this deck it probably makes it harder because these are nasty encounter cards. But I'm curious to what you think. If it's easier, then I'm gonna feel bad, but curious. I am curious because I guess like not having oh my gosh, Advance in there, or the attack. Venom Goblin attacking is pretty bad. I don't know. It is what it is. I enjoyed it, but I am curious if we thought that makes it harder, if that's easier. I can't get over Jason just like giving me a thumbs up or a number 1 and just feels so aggressive. Like I know it's not supposed to, but that emote of him just coming at me feels so aggressive, but just hilarious. Alrighty, so we got Arkham Horror on Wednesday. Then on Friday, I will be doing probably some updates. I definitely will be doing some updates from Con of Heroes. So I'm looking forward to that, seeing what that is. But if you all have any questions, or I know some of you all will be there, so that's kind of exciting. I'm really excited to meet some of you all. And if you all have any questions or want me to check anything out while I'm there, let me know. And then I plan on doing a video or 2 while I am there. Maybe not a live stream, but a recorded video. I will probably get that out and figured out. So that I'm looking forward to that. To kind of do maybe like a vlog of the weekend. And so that's happening. And then we'll be back next Monday. So a week from today, we will be doing another hero spotlight. I am not sure, Trap It. I know I promised Black Widow, so we may go ahead and do that. But I think also Nova and the other one, Ironheart, will be out by then. So we may do one of those. They're putting out so much content for this game; it's hard to keep up. But we'll get some hero spotlights in there, and I may just do Black Widow because that sounds fun. I like Black Widow, so we'll figure it out what we want to do, and then we'll be back. So. Thank you all for hanging out. Thank you all for joining and watching the finale of the Sinister Motives campaign. This has been my favorite campaign by far of the Marvel Champions campaigns that are out as of now. I will be playing through it again on stream because I really enjoyed it. I think it'll be fun to try and mess around with the extra aspect cards and figure out which ones go, well with maybe paired with maybe another spider friend, but may just go with something completely off the wall and do Ironheart or something like that. I don't know. We'll see. We may have some votes on it, but thank you all for hanging out. I will see you all on Wednesday or in the Discord. If you're not in the Discord, you should definitely join the Discord, and we will talk to you all very soon. Peace. Have a good one.